Hey friends, before we get started right here at the top, I just want to apologize for the audio quality for this month. I can only beg your tolerance. For the sound coming from my microphone specifically. Thank you.
Hey, I'm Ben Silverio.
I'm Hannah Blechman.
And I'm Ansel Burch.
And it's time to party!
We're not doctors. We don't give medical advice. Please drink responsibly. Today's episode was recorded on November 11th, 2025. Wah, wah, wah.
Happy Veterans Day.
Yeah.
Veterans Day, yeah. I called my dad.
Yes. Oh,
I did not call my dad.
was your dad a veteran?
Yeah, he served in the Navy.
Oh, cool. I watched the video that Sam Eagle posted. Does that count?
Full points.
There you go. Party people, welcome back to the show that never ends until it does.
Abruptly, and then starts back up.
Yeah, pretty much. We are so glad to have you back here at Time to Party. We're glad to be doing this again. Hi, Ansel.
Hi, Ben. How you doing?
Pretty good. We have an amazing friend joining us for the podcast this month. Say hello to Hannah Blechman.
Hello.
Wow, wow, wow.
Hello.
Hi.
Wah, 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 wah.
Still here.
Still here?
Yeah.
Didn't
Didn't
chase
get
you away
time traveled out of existence.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
Yes,
That'd
I'm
be a
very
bummer.
glad about that.
That would
That
be
would
a
be
real
a
bummer.
huge bummer. I know your
God,
cats
can you
wouldn't
imagine
appreciate
if you
it.
didn't get all the lead up to that and you just disappeared?
Just like mid-sentence.
Yeah, just you didn't realize that in the future you time travel back and then become an assassin and
Yeah.
murder all these people, and then you take yourself out earlier in your timeline to make sure that doesn't happen. Meanwhile, you're in the middle just going, hey, it's a nice Sunday. Whoop.
I mean, I guess if you blink out of existence, grand scheme doesn't matter, right? I mean,
I guess, yeah.
Worst ways to go.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, honestly.
Worst ways to go. But friends,
Getting all the blood squished
we
out of
are
you.
talking about. Yeah, ugh.
Ooh, right? That's a nasty one.
Yeah,
That
that's pretty rough.
is.
Not top of my list, that's for sure.
No. Party people, this month we are talking about Rian Johnson's incredible film Looper. This was like his big break, essentially, right? Like,
Yeah.
there was only one other one before this,
No. What are you talking
yeah.
about?
right? Didn't
That's
he?
not right.
Wasn't this his? I'm pretty
I think this is his
sure.
big leap into major expensive filmmaking, but
Yeah.
no, this is not his second movie.
Oh, no. Yeah, but second major movie. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Because before this was Brick, right?
Yeah. That's the only one I know of.
He also did The Brothers Bloom before this.
Which is great.
He did do two Mountain Goats documentaries. You know a good one.
Well, I just think I don't know. I feel like this movie came out and I was like, I know that man. I have known that man. It didn't feel like this and suddenly, I don't know if you've never met Rian Johnson. I don't know. Maybe I just was running in a different circle than most of
You're
the
just
world.
cooler than us, yeah.
I do Brick, and I love Brothers Bloom a lot.
The Brothers Bloom was before this.
Okay.
And Looper, I liked at the time. And it's all sort of been downhill from there with me and Ryan.
Oh, really? You're not a Knives Out girl?
No. Another
Oh,
movie where
man.
the first time I watched it, I was like, well, that was fun. And then and this is true of many of his movies, including Looper. The more I think about it, I'm like, honey, no. The philosophy is thin. The plotting is too intricate to actually work, my man. Brothers Bloom kind of miraculously all fits together in a way that I find very satisfying. And since then, I'm usually like, no, you just think you're smart. And maybe you are smart, but I'm also smart. So I don't know, my man.
Listen, my favorite thing that he's done is still The Last Jedi. I know that's a controversial opinion to have,
guess so.
but I love that movie. I love the message that movie was going for, and I hate what J.J. Abrams did to ruin it all.
Yeah.
We can all be mad
but-
at both of them for a number of things.
Sure.
Yes.
Can I be mad at Ryan for doing what he did to JJ's first movie and then also mad at JJ for doing what he did to Ryan's movie? Of course. I'm angry across the board.
It was kind of rude of them to both to do that, yes.
That's what I'm saying. I'm here to be a hater.
If they were just to come up with a plan beforehand,
Madness can't be
and
done.
then like, hey, guys.
A 7-page outline, guys. That's doesn't have to be crazy. Let's talk to
Yeah.
each other. I don't know.
It's true. Would be nice. People
Yeah.
in Hollywood talking to each other? That doesn't sound right.
No. Prior to a long-spanning franchise piece? No. I am excited for Sean Levy's next piece. That looks actually very good.
I don't
Yeah,
trust Sean
Starfighter?
Levy to make a good movie.
I don't know. We liked Adam Project.
It's true. Yeah, it was
Okay,
cute.
guys. I'll just see
All
myself
right, we
out.
may
Doesn't know.
we may have bad taste. That's what I'm learning right now.
I may have bad taste too. I don't know.
No.
But I'm not going to pretend I like things I didn't like, though.
Nor should you.
Thank you.
It would be a very boring podcast if we all pretended we were like, yes, and there is consensus.
Has that ever happened? I don't think that's ever happened.
In the history of
Where
talking
we
about
all
movies?
agree on
Yeah,
something?
probably not.
Well, it's particularly on our podcast, but
We've had a few where everybody liked the movie.
that's true.
Anywho,
We talked about Bring It On that one time.
So let's keep talking about this. We did talk about Bring It On, a flawless film.
Right. Party people, if you don't know what movie we're talking about, this month we are highlighting Ryan Johnson's Looper. Our friends at Rotten Tomatoes. I was thinking of Ryan Reynolds and Sean Levy. Like,
Yeah.
anyway, our friends at Rotten Tomatoes have this to say about it. In a future society, time travel exists, but it's only available to those who have the means to pay for it on the black market. When the mob wants to eliminate someone, it sends the targets into the past, where a hitman known as a looper lies in wait to finish the job. Joe is one such hired gun, and he does his job well until the day his bosses decide to close the loop and send Joe's future self back in time to be killed. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that covers it.
No.
accurate.
No.
No?
The first sentence is wrong.
I mean, it's like not as right as it could be.
Are there
But I feel like
ultra-wealthy
compared-
people time traveling in this movie?
They're the only people time traveling. The
Yeah,
only
only the people
people we
who can
see who
afford
have
it.
any money are criminals.
I guess. The only people time traveling are people who are about to be murdered, though, and
And Jeff Daniels.
Abe.
Jeff Daniels. Yeah,
And Jeff Daniels. Yeah.
Abe. That was his name. Yes.
Well, I mean, that's a good place to start, right? The time travel of the whole thing, and one of the first notes that I wrote down was, who knew that Kansas City would be so important to the future of organized crime?
Wouldn't have called it. Yeah.
Is it identified as
Right.
Kansas City?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
They needed
is
a
crazy.
city that would plausibly have that much field.
Mm,
Oh.
that is
That's
What,
my
they
guess.
couldn't
real
just do
important.
Chicago?
Nobody thinks of Chicago and goes, "Oh yeah," and the cornfields that are easily accessible from there. Unless
Hey,
you're from
they're
here.
just a highway away.
Yeah.
You know, they're go past the Rosemont Horizon and you'll see some fields.
Mhm.
How far is it got to
a
be?
quick metro.
Anyway.
Also, I don't think I could pick Kansas City out of a lineup, like real Kansas City. That's probably to their benefit.
Mm.
Yeah, they showed the skyline, and I was like, I don't know
It's
where
like,
that
that
is.
could be
That could be
anywhere.
Gotham City, you know?
Yeah, I guess I assumed it was some nonsense
place.
city, some made up place, some future city. I don't know. I guess
Time
I wasn't
Travelsburg.
listening. Yeah.
I was about to say Co-op City, but that's where Running Man is set. I'm still in the mindset of Running Man.
Well, that's not fair
Full
to the
disclosure,
rest of
I
us,
saw.
is it?
Full disclosure, party people, I saw Running Man yesterday. So
November the 10th for your context at home.
yes. You mean we're not doing this live right now into your ear holes?
Mm-mm.
That would defeat the purpose of podcasting.
It's been weeks since I was watching this movie.
Right. Hannah, why did you pick Looper for us to talk about today?
I didn't. You did. You picked Looper for me.
Why did you?
I agreed
Why
to it
did you
because
agree to do?
Why not? Why not? Sounds really fun. I hadn't seen it in a long time. I remembered liking it. And I think when initially Ben and I talked about, well, tastes change, people grow. I think at some point initially, Ben, when you and I talked about your podcast, I was like, look, that sounds cool. I can't think of a single time travel movie. Like I just had none of them in the pocket, So when you were like, should we do Looper? And then we can talk about that one episode of English Teacher. I was like, you got it, honey. I'm showing up. So I did.
Oh my God. You know what's funny? I completely forgot to put what I wanted to say about the English Teacher down.
Well, we don't have to talk about it at all because probably somebody will yell at you for even mentioning it. But that's why we're all here is I wanted to hang out with my friend Ben and talk about a movie. And I was like, yeah, Looper, sure. Great.
Sure.
That sure is a movie.
Sure is a movie with time travel in it. So I'm sorry I don't have like a deep personal connection to it. But I'm happy to be here.
That's honestly probably for the best. I wonder what this would go like if you did have a deep personal connection to Looper. Like, I feel like that's going to be a very different show, I guess.
I mean, don't you often have guests who are like, I love this movie and I want to talk about it?
Sure, but not Looper.
Exactly,
I closely identify with this. That's a warning
This movie
sign,
speaks to me because I have big mommy issues. My name is Ryan Johnson.
Wait, I'm sorry.
He's never going to come on the pod now.
Topic.
Well, I won't be here. He can talk to you guys. I'm the problem element here. I'm the hater,
I don't know what this says about me, but when you said big mommy issues, I just thought of Del Toro's new Frankenstein. Have you guys seen it yet?
Yes.
No.
So this isn't
not
a spoiler
a big
or anything,
enough mommy,
but,
frankly. She's petite.
No, I mean I'm talking about when Victor Frankenstein is constantly drinking milk.
Yeah, that's deranged.
I know,
Amazing.
right?
Like I did not like that movie, but I really appreciated the sicko detail of him drinking unrefrigerated milk all the fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
And then he rolls up in the Arctic and he's like, I need 14 cans of condensed milk or I'll die. He's so weird.
Oh, so it's like a thing. He has to have it.
It is a thing.
He's got to have the milk.
Okay.
It's so funny.
Seems like the Arctic was not a great place to go.
Oh, he's chasing a monster / being chased by a monster. What are you going to do? Where else are you going to go?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But if there's one thing that I learned from going to Epic Universe in Florida, it's who's the real monster?
Don't get me started.
They're pulling out new takes.
You know who doesn't have a new take on that? Guillermo del Toro.
Oh, that's too bad. I expected more of him.
We shouldn't have.
I enjoyed it. Like, I liked it enough. Like, it's not my favorite Del Toro, but like, I thought it was fine.
I don't know why I'm on such a tear today where I'm just like, I'm not a hater. Ben can attest. I'm really a lover. But I'm just on a tear of being like, boo, bad about like everything today. Oh my God.
Hannah's a lover until like 3 rounds in, and then we start talking about superheroes, and then she's a big hater.
Except for the ways in which I'm a big lover, Ben.
It's true. You do love, what's his name who played the Sentry?
Yeah, I'm having a moment with Lewis Pullman.
Lewis Pullman, that's it.
With his thin lips.
Yes, the other Pullman. Well, then let's refocus then. What do you love in a time travel movie? Because it sounds like you didn't get it in this one.
What I require from a time travel movie is that the time travel aligns with itself. Okay. I don't care what the rules are, as long as there are rules and then the rules are followed. Time travel is science fiction, right? It's not fantasy. And so I feel like it has to like stay on the rails. And when you diverge off the rails for whatever reason, my brain, which has put itself on the science fiction train, is going, hold on a second, that doesn't make sense, because you've placed me in a world that I believe is supposed to make sense. And I think the best time travel stuff are the ones, you know, the like by his bootstraps, it was the same guy. Every character you meet in the entire story is the same guy or whatever. And it all ties in and you're like, oh my God, it makes sense in a way that it shouldn't. It's crazy. That's so complicated. If you can pull off that complicated layering of time, or, you know, the Ouroboros eating its own tail stuff in time travel, I'm like hooting and hollering. And when you aren't successfully doing that, I'm sitting there shaking my head, because like I want it all to come together.
Okay.
You know?
So I don't have the benefit of multiple watches behind me. I watched it once yesterday for the show.
Your first time seeing it?
First time watching it was last night. So yeah, I somehow missed this one, as I frequently do somehow. And so I will admit to having been bamboozled. I didn't catch any real mistakes that made me worry. In fact, there were a couple things where I thought that they were playing with the mechanic in a way that was fun, but didn't break it. So I'm very curious, what were the nits that you guys would pick?
Ben, you may not have any nits.
So first,
Ben can think of a nit.
I mean, this isn't exactly a nit, because like I think this is something that that Johnson did that was creative. And it was like playful in a way with these conventions that we've come to associate with time travel movies, right? So Seth, Paul Dano's character, when his future self comes back and he's supposed to close the loop, and then they're trying to get him to come to wherever they need him to go, and they just like carve the letters into his arm and then start cutting off body parts. Like that was like a really fucked up but like cool visual to see the body parts disappearing, and then you see his nose cut off,
just be gone,
his leg, and exactly. So like that was something that I hadn't seen before, and I thought it was executed well. But you know, on the same token, the time travel mechanism is kind of wonky, right? Because like we don't really get all of the rules, like Hannah was saying. It kind of reminded me of Time Cop in a way. You know, the this one-way trip, except the clothes stay on, you know, and it's not some like go-kart, like projecting them back into the past.
Yeah.
But it's just like, yeah, he kind of expects you to just go along with it and not question the mechanism. Because like Hannah said, when you start thinking about it too much, it doesn't really pan out. But I think somewhere towards the middle of Act 2, it's just like, this isn't really a time travel movie anymore. This is just an action movie. This is like a manhunt. And then it's also like a play on the baby Hitler scenario, right?
Yeah.
Like becomes like this morality play of like, what would you do in this situation? You know, and
especially if they keep shifting the metrics on you, right? Like at first he's like, not baby Hitler, and then you're like, oh, he might be baby Hitler, and then he's like, oh no, actually he's pretty good. No, he's pretty evil. And I'm like, oh, okay,
nature versus nurture, what is it?
Well, that was fun for a whole second act.
Yeah.
I mean, these are the time travel problems that I have with the movie. Is you have old Joe who's like, I'm going to kill this kid. And he feels very strongly he's going to kill the kid. And for a chunk of time, young Joe is like, well, I don't really give a shit. That doesn't bother me either way. Then young Joe starts to go like, I think we shouldn't kill the kid. I would never kill the kid. I am not a kid killer, which theoretically would change the perspective of old Joe, because they are the same guy in a connected timeline. The memories change. The feelings change. As young Joe experiences things, it affects how old Joe exists in the world. But old Joe's perspective on killing the kid never changes, which doesn't make any fucking sense to me.
Do you think
that's the flip side of the Seth thing, you know? That's the negative side of the coin, right?
And if you wanted to tell me timelines diverge, old Joe's life is what it is. It cannot be changed. But you can come back and make a different future for the next Joe in that timeline. Okay, great, fine. I'm happy with that. But that's not what this movie is saying or doing.
I don't think that is. I don't think that's what this movie is saying. I think this movie is saying that timelines do diverge, but they have sold people on the idea that it doesn't. Like, the only way you're going to get people to sign up for this 30-year assassin nonsense is if it's like, yeah, for sure, 30 years, timeline's going to be safe. We know you make it. You can go make all the weird, dumb choices you want. You can go be an assassin in France until your hair goes all emo. You can totally do that. But what we see is that that's not the case. You know, we saw it with Seth's loop. When his future self comes back and breaks the loop, that timeline has unquestionably diverged.
But it hasn't, because it continues to affect him in the same loop future. Like, it changes.
Right, because when he writes on his...
The line remains intact. It's not like a break. Right?
Yeah, when he carves Beatrix into his arm, Bruce Willis still gets it.
Sure.
Like, so,
I think this is
you know,
the
it's
thing, though, right? Like, it's little changes. Also, I think that they were trying to do a thing where... And this is an unfortunate hero trope where, well, yeah, those are the rules, but I have a strong willpower and am the hero of the movie. So I'm just going to not. I'm just going to try real hard and not. Which is what we see him doing. Like, no, I got to hold on to the first memory of my wife, the first time I saw her. And that's like him trying to break the thing.
A wife with no dialogue.
Wife with no dialogue or name?
Or name.
No name.
Just a beautiful, perfect angel wife laughing under the sheets.
I believe in the...
Maybe that's why you couldn't convince younger you to give a fuck. You didn't tell us anything about her.
If I'm not mistaken, her name in the credits is Old Joe's wife.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm double checking now, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
On the hater front, in coming back to this movie, I think, having watched more of Rian Johnson and thought more about like how I think he creates stories and where his interests lie, I'm like, I don't think he has any interest in women as people often. And looking at this movie, you have beautiful angel wife laughing under the sheets before being tragically murdered. And then you have like hooker with a heart of gold and perfect brave mom who would do anything for her kid. And I'm like, these are not people. These are story tropes. They are ideas. They are not people. You are not interested in these women as people. And that, like, sticks in my craw just enough that when I see a little pattern of it, I don't like it.
As well it should. No,
so
that's a very good read.
This touches on something that I wrote down in my notes that I wanted to pose to the both of you. Are there any things in Looper that have carried on through Rian Johnson's filmography afterwards? Like, do you see some of those problems in his later works also? Or good things that he's done in this movie?
I think that same hero trope, just to kick it off, is what works about The Last Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these are the rules that we've established for this sci fantasy, but the hero is just better. So no, you know. So I think that worked for The Last Jedi.
I think his continuing career has a very clear, when he isn't interested in something, you can tell. Like, you watch The Last Jedi and he was like, I'm not that interested in Finn. And you can tell. Like, he was like, that's not a character I'm very interested in. Or Poe, not interested in these guys who I've been handed. So I'm just not going to do anything very interesting with them. It's frustrating to me. And I think this movie doesn't have a lot of his like class consciousness stuff in it. It doesn't have none of it that we see in the Knives Out, and even in Last Jedi a little bit. But I can see the seeds of being like, what do rich people really do? for better and worse.
It's less bald-faced, but it's there, yeah.
And the style of this movie is pretty good. Like, I do think he's like got a good visual style as a director.
There's also that conversation about boomers and retirement, you know?
Yeah. Suck it up and get shot, Bruce.
You've had your 30 years. Time to die in a field.
Do what old men do and die.
Not to be an asshole. Do what old men do and die. You signed up for it, my man. I'm sorry that you didn't find the love of your life to laugh under the sheets with until 23 years in. But guess what, dude? You did have those 30 years. You signed up for those 30 years. Suck it up and do it again. Just like accept that that's how it's going to be. I don't know. Don't be an asshole.
Pretty much.
To yourself in the past. What the hell?
Well, the problem is they hired Bruce Willis, and that's all he can do is.
It was nice to see Bruce Willis again in like a real movie. I feel like I hadn't revisited.
This is more acting than we've gotten to see Bruce Willis do in a while. And I say that fully aware that he doesn't do a lot of like range. But you know, we get to see him do some work. It was good.
Towards the end of his like actual acting career, before the like elder abuse era.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of when he did G.I. Joe. And yeah, do you don't remember him doing G.I. Joe?
No,
he was the original Joe. It may
surprise you to know I didn't watch that movie. Oh, he was the original Joe?
That's fun.
Yeah. And that's what made me think of this, because his name was also Joe.
He's a guy you would name Joe in a movie.
Oh, yeah.
Most likely to be Joe.
Yeah, you can't give him like a complicated name.
Yeah, I mean, I think after this, the only thing I can think of where I was like, boy, Bruce is here, is like Glass.
Oh, sure.
Oh,
which I love.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. For the record, G.I. Joe Retaliation was the year after this, in 2013.
Wow. And a Good Day to Die Hard. Don't forget that dog shit piece of
That's true.
crap.
Oh, he did a voice on the Orville. I love that show. I miss it.
That's
I
great.
need more of it. But he was uncredited in that role. But yeah, no, it is hard to find anything other than Glass where he was really, you know.
I'm like post Looper, I think, because
yeah,
he was going through it. I mean, Motherless Brooklyn is good. That's a very, very small role from him. And then I feel like most of these are like, come to Bulgaria, we pay you $2 million, and he was like, huh? Because things were not going well.
Okay.
Yeah, basically.
Do I get to hold a shotgun?
Changing topics entirely. Hannah, you're a big fan of magic.
Yeah.
And one of the things that they talk about in Looper, the quote that I wrote down was, chicks dig TKs. TK meaning telekinetic. And I love how bros are going to bro, and they use those powers to do low-grade magic tricks in bars.
In a world... Here's a world building thing, right? In a world where you have people who can do very weak telekinesis, and we are told that most people can only like lift quarters a little bit. They can just do what Paul Dano's doing in the car.
She's a very powerful one because she can lift a lighter.
And her son is super powerful because he can squish all the blood out of people's bodies. Scary.
And levitate everything in the house and create shockwaves. And yeah.
And I want to talk about him for like 45 minutes. So just put a pin on Sid. Fucking stupid name. I think Rian Johnson's not very good at naming characters. I'll put that out there.
If they've got more than 3 letters, it's really going to be a problem.
It's really hard for him. But like, I think in a world wherein that's what is happening in bars, anybody rolling up with a little bit of telekinesis is not impressive at all. It's not magic. It's just like a little trick. It's not fun. Nope. Show up with a card trick and I'm like, ooh, somebody's putting in some effort. You know?
You weren't born with that.
Yeah. And the TK stuff just exists to set up the evil child. right? Like it's just world building so that the child is a real threat in the moment.
There can't be any other reason for it because it makes no sense.
Yes, I agree. Yeah. It's like,
and it's such a weird,
it's only there to serve that one thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which, like,
what was I going to say?
Fine, fair play. You know, you do that, but maybe make it matter more.
Yeah, maybe integrate it a little bit more. Maybe give your main character a little TK so that he can do a little stuff. Maybe it'd be fun if he could do a little stuff with his silver or his gun or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he spins the guns without his fingers.
Yeah, but even Sarah, you know, Emily Blunt's character doesn't get introduced until nearly an hour into the movie. And, like, her TK abilities could be more pronounced, I guess. But, you know, it's not in the agenda.
Do you think when he wrote the movie, he didn't think he'd get very much special effects budget? So he was like, we got to keep this in, like, fishing line territory, guys.
Yeah, I have to assume he thought he was getting a Brothers Bloom budget again. Had not like made a ton of money or been a huge hit. So I think the idea that he was like, I'm getting blockbuster money, probably. No, you don't write for blockbuster money. That's presumptive.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So he was like, okay, one special effects shot, everything else in camera trickery. Okay, levitating with fishing line. That's what we can do. Magnets.
A hypothetical.
That's all I can think of. Yeah.
A hypothetical. If Harry the Hat from Cheers were in Looper, what kind of bullshit do you think he would pull on Norm and Cliff, Hannah?
I think he would be running a scam that's like, oh no, I'm the one guy, TK got, who can do really big telekinesis. And it would be shenanigan hootenanny. But the moment you like move one thing really far, everyone believes you and is like, of course we'll hand you $70.
I can't do it here in the bar because everybody will die.
Right.
Party people, a little bit of background. Part of why Hannah and I have bonded was over sitcoms, including Cheers and Harry the Hat.
Yeah.
Because Harry Anderson is great.
So great. We miss him. I think the world of Looper could be a cool TV show. There's some richness in here.
That was another note that I had. Tons of franchise potential. And, like, obviously not everything needs to be a franchise. But, like, there's just so much on the table here that they could play with.
And there's characters I'm interested in that we don't learn a lot about that I would love to dig into a little more.
I mean, anybody but Joe.
Give me a prequel about Abe or something, you know?
Yeah, Abe I find very interesting as a guy who's like, ugh, ties were so hot 30 years ago. That's so stupid. I'm trapped in the past where everything is stupid. Really fun perspective to have.
Great choice. Yes.
Great choice. His costuming is really good and funny. Or like Noah Segan as Kid Blue. I have 1,000 questions about him that the movie mostly just like isn't gonna answer or engage with at all. And then he just like kind of dies. And that's it.
For a minute, I thought Kid Blue might have been like Abe's younger self or Abe's relative. Like that could have been a really rich character element.
I think that's a reasonable theory to bring out of the text. And I, watching it this time, also thought that. But then the movie isn't doing that. But why not? Like, I think if you're doing time travel where like old versions of the same guys show up, like you should be doing it all the time. And a lot of Kid Blue's stuff is him being like, do you like me? Am I good? Am I living up to your expectations? Which implies a relationship of a sort that isn't told to us. And it's nice that it exists as like just depth in the movie, but I want to know. I'd love to know.
Yeah. And Abe is a particular asshole to Kid Blue too. Like he's got specific standards and expectations for him that he doesn't seem to have for anybody else.
Yeah.
like father and son, student teacher, sugar daddy.
I
Like, give
used
me
to
any
be-
of it.
Ooh.
Like,
Yeah, or like I used to be a fuck up, and how do I push this? I know I have to push my past me into being a good me so I can be me.
Mhm.
But again, that's time travel
or-
confusion.
Or I somehow paid for the really good time travel, so it is a branch reality, so I can do whatever I want to you, and it's not going to affect me. I don't know. I don't know if there's like a premium.
It's just not explored in the movie, and that feels like a waste to me.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Or even in
Ryan
the way
Johnson
that
likes to do that, though. He likes to open a door and like not over explain, which I appreciate that in measured amounts.
Mhm. I largely do, but in this type of movie where like, and maybe this is a me problem, but I'm watching the whole movie going like, who's who? Who's secretly who? You know? Which I think the movie invites you to do, to the point where you're, I think towards the end of the movie going, wait, is this little boy somehow Joe actually, or is Sarah his mom somehow actually, or something like, where's the connect? And it's thematic, actually. It's just about the cycles of time, but not literally. But like, you're in a fucking time travel movie, dude, so maybe it should be a little literal.
I absolutely read that as Sid is alternate timeline Joe, because Abe talks about how
But Joe doesn't have this crazy telekinesis.
That is the one thing. Yeah, like I don't know where that goes, but I thought the implication, and maybe it was just they were trying to like, look, you're so similar, but I thought the implication of the whole last sequence where he's like on the train car and we get to see the bad timeline him as opposed to the good timeline where he's got his mom. I thought that was meant to directly lean towards Abe's presaging line about going down the bad road.
I read it as Joe looking at this kid and going, I know what happened to me when I got on the train. And if this kid goes down this path that I went down, it's the bad timeline. It's the Rainmaker.
So it's empathy, not
not literal. That's me.
That makes more sense. So I'm pleased by your read. Yes. Okay.
The thing about this kid, I think you should kill the kid. I think you should shoot baby Hitler.
I don't
think you can guarantee that no matter what, that kid's going to turn out fine. That kid already has weird anger issues. I don't think his relationship with his mom is going to like save him. And what we kind of learn of the future with this kid is that he had this experience with a looper, and by the time he was powerful enough to do something about it, he was like, "Fuck all of them. Looper's bad. Nothing good can come from loopering." Right?
So here's the possible counterpoint, though. Is that good?
That we don't have loopers? Yes, of course it's good.
Yeah, the loopers are a mechanism of a corrupt, organized crime syndicate in the future. If somebody's closing all the loops and stopping this from being a thing, maybe the Rainmaker is a positive force in the future.
I also find it very interesting that his goons in the future are styled in this like almost Amish like religious garb. You know, the flat hats and these sort of like black long coats.
Definitely culty vibes. Yeah.
That he has. I didn't say culty. I didn't say that. But it has this kind of like for the greater good. You know, we have to do good. And what's good is stopping crime and murder throughout time. And if we can put a stop to it, let's stop it. So is he killing a bunch of people in the future? Sounds like yes. Are they all criminals and murderers? Sounds like yes. And what we see of this kid in the present as a baby is he's like, is this person good? Are we doing good? Do we help people who are good? Like, he has a very like harsh delineation of morality as like a 6-year-old, and does that spiral, no matter how he's raised from here on out, does that spiral into a sort of puritanical need to clean up the streets.
Yeah.
And if you want to put a stop to that, you got to kill the kid.
Time travel future Batman. Yeah. Yeah. I think the thing that I also was curious about exploring that I thought they were going to make more explicit. Do you think Sid invented time travel?
No.
Yeah,
And
I feel like
why.
Yeah.
The exposition says, like, you know, time travel is invented, it's immediately outlawed, then criminals start to use it. Then this guy, the Rainmaker, shows up, takes over the criminal powerhouse situation, and starts using it in a way that we don't like anymore here in the past because it's scary. Right?
So why do you think it's important to show... We spend a lot of time on Sid being good at tinkering with stuff.
That's a good point.
And establishing that it's like a thing that he can't help but do. And she immediately knows when Joe has a radio frog that this is Sid's doing.
This frog, by the way,
that's a good point.
Cute accessory, warning signal, and booty call alert.
Yeah.
It's rare that you get the trifecta there.
But I'm wondering if Sid, as the Rainmaker, like tinkered with it or had some like black market type of time travel because it was outlawed. Like the reason why they kept using it was because like he duped it, you know?
Yeah, maybe. That's a really good point, Ansel.
Again, something that would be awesome to explore in like a series, you know?
I do wonder what ended up on the cutting room floor of this movie, because it's clear that some things did not make it.
I wonder, are there deleted scenes out there?
Yeah, unfortunately, I had to watch this through Stars because my copy of Looper is in LA. So it is in a storage unit. So I did not have access to that. But I would be curious to check out the special features and everything again. Or for the first time, because I don't remember if I actually did go through all of that stuff.
I paid $4 to watch it on Google Play. So that's how I watched it.
You could have gotten a Stars trial and watched it for free.
Yeah.
I did think about that. But then I was like, do I want to run the risk of forgetting to cancel this Stars trial?
Ain't that the truth? I just recently realized I've accidentally been paying for Netflix for like 8 months. That I didn't mean to be doing and I haven't been using. I'm so mad.
Oh no.
It's okay.
Quick, go watch K-pop Demon Hunters. And then cancel it.
Well, I logged into Netflix to be like, time to watch Death by Lightning, and Netflix was like, welcome back, you've been here since January. And I was like, go fuck yourself.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of K-pop Demon Hunters, the Rainmaker's goons totally look like the white Saja boys.
A little bit.
With the big hats and the long coats.
Like, if I was going to be a future supervillain, I would want all my guys to dress in a way. I would insist upon that, personally.
You all need to be a super demonic boy band.
Yeah. And I do kind of feel like in the present of Looper, all of the henchmen goons are kind of cowboys. They have the long dusters and stuff. Yep. And Kid Blue is really leaning into being a cowboy. But we're sort of like playing in this style world, in that Joe and his like ties and shit, they're like, you're not really fitting in with the vibe of the crew, my man.
Related thought, do we think that it's important that Abe is the one introducing the Gatmen, and then we find out that style of weapon is what the Rainmaker's men are using?
Are you insinuating that Abe...
it's so important.
Like, are you insinuating that Abe might be the older Rainmaker? Like, older?
No. I think Abe saw it and thought it was cool.
Oh, got it.
In the same way that he saw ties and thought they were not cool.
Does Abe work for the Rainmaker? No, he works for some other guys in the future?
I believe
works for some other guys, because the Rainmaker is trying to kill all the Loopers.
Rainmaker came in later and like overthrew everybody.
Right.
Which you would think would be Abe's like prime directive, is Find Rainmaker, make not alive.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, if you have access to time travel, why aren't you sending him back notes all the time? Minimum.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I get that it's a one-way trip, but like certainly there are people in the future who are like, I'll go to the past. 30 years ago? Awesome. We all loved 30 years ago. Like, we'd all love to be living in 1995 right now, right? I mean, come on.
You send people to get murdered every day. You don't put a note in their pockets?
Ever? We all had to wait for Paul Dano's future self to come back and say like 7 words and then run away? Come on.
Hey, bro, word from the future.
Yeah, it's like in kindergarten where they pin a note to your jacket.
Put it on the gold bars. They're not going to miss it.
And so you did want to talk about how gold is a soft metal.
Oh, yes. Gold is a very soft metal. I don't think that it's even remotely plausible that Bruce Willis survived the first thing that happened to him on arrival. Like, if we had established that he grabbed some other thing that was armor, like, why don't the goons wear some kind of armor? Flak jackets or whatever. Put that on under some gold. Absolutely plausible. No prob. But like, no. One layer of gold that is not going to absorb all of that kinetic energy.
How come some guys you get paid 2 bars of silver and some guys you get paid 5 bars of silver? I understand why shooting yourself you get a big old hunk of gold, but it does feel like otherwise the costs are variable.
Yeah.
That's weird, right? It's the same job. You're still shooting people.
I guess maybe they're just thinking like this could be a more dangerous person to kill if you fuck up.
Fuck it up.
Yeah.
Maybe. How often are people fucking it up? Maybe that's the real question. Because we only hear about loops not getting closed, running away. How often are other people just like making a run for it?
It sounds like never.
Yeah, maybe never. I mean, it doesn't happen to Joe, that's for sure.
Might have happened to Seth.
Yeah. I mean, it does feel like if I was being sent back in time to be killed, I would come out of time travel yelling, "Don't shoot me, don't shoot me, don't shoot me." Like anything to disrupt because that's like what works with Seth is he's like, he was talking, he was singing, and I recognized it. And that sort of jarred the whole thing off. And with Joe, it's that he's looking into his own face, which is not common. But don't you think, like, I don't know, like I get that you're supposed to pull the trigger the moment you see a person, but in the montage, everyone's just like silently there. Don't you think you'd try?
Yeah. I would think that if you know kind of how this goes, right? If you got the idea that like, okay, I'm going to be sent back in time, somebody's going to be waiting there to shoot me. That's presumably a known thing. Yeah. Do you not like get one leg ready to like kick off and like try?
And when we see the time travel machine, it's like quite a small space. So it's not like somebody can go in with you and make sure that you're behaving properly. They got to put you in there and close the door. You could put yourself in a different physical position to like make a jump for it. Guys, I'm just saying, if Looper happened to me, I think it would go differently.
You think you could take the bear?
I think I could take the money and go live on an island. You know, like I think I would do it right.
With 5 bars of silver? Yeah.
Yeah. It's not always the case with a movie like this, where I'm like, I think I could do it. But this one, I kind of think I could do it.
I feel like I could exploit this system. Yeah.
What's another movie that you think you could be successful in?
Ooh.
I'm a white man, so I shouldn't answer this question.
Yeah, right. I think, you know, when the setup of the movie is like you take the money and you have to sit on it for like 20 years or like not spend it all right away. I can do that. That's obvious. That's easy. You find, you know, like a drug dealer who stole a bunch of money and crashed the car, and you find the suitcase full of money, like Old Country for Old Men. I think I could do it.
Yeah, I definitely could not do the Running Man.
No, well, I can't run.
That's
no,
and it's not only running; it's
I am
dodging.
Not conditioned for that.
Dodging these hunters, also running away from you know all of the robots and stuff.
And like all of society.
Yeah.
That's just too much. That's too hard. No, I couldn't. Running Man would not go well for me.
I think Bill and Ted would go well for me.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that would go well for everybody in existence if you want.
Yeah, that's low stakes.
You just be nice and like it's working out really well. Which
are you
great.
there instead of Bill and Ted though? Like, is that the conceit, or are you there with the main characters?
That's interesting. Because like, how can you replace Bill and Ted? Because like the things don't play out without one of them being there, right?
Yeah. If Rufus sent you back in time without them, I don't think you'd have the same zany antics with Socrates.
No. Yeah,
no, probably not.
I definitely try to bring more Asian historical figures than just the one.
And I would go mostly for the hot ones. My goal with time travel is to smooch. So
yeah, hotties in time.
Yeah.
What,
yeah.
Billy the Kid wasn't enough for you?
That's a good one.
It's a good one. I think there's a real chance that I go back in time and go like, oh, never mind. With a lot of these guys, due to the past being gross.
Sure.
900 years BC, 10 is a today 6 at best.
Right. Probably. Yeah. I know. Right. Probably.
Do you think Helen of Troy was hotter than Emily Blunt? I don't know.
I don't know. But this is what, if you're making time travel and you can go back and forth, you might as well go find out. The one-way trip of Looper does mean like maybe you shouldn't just pull the trigger and go back in time.
Do we think that Bruce Willis's Joe had in his head that he was ever going to get back to his wife, or just that when young Joe gets to be him, he will have more time? Is it selfless, do we think?
I think young Joe correctly says, I don't think it's a branch, but I think in the way young Joe says, like what he thinks old Joe is thinking is that when he kills the Rainmaker never does all his shit in the future to close the loop. And therefore old Joe just gets to live more time in the future with his wife. He just sort of would like flip back to his life in the future because he never would have been sent back to the past in the first place. And so that's the goal, is to like never have to do the return.
Yes.
So he never has to try and get back. He just continues to live the rural China lifestyle with the wife who has no dialogue.
And also old Joe remembers the wife and that memory is intact. So like it hadn't changed. So young Joe would have met her eventually. So he was trying to make sure that still happened.
Mm-hmm. Though it did start to change as soon as he met Emily Blunt.
Yeah, what's the implication there? That if he hadn't ended up shooting himself, he would have ended up with this nice mom who would do anything for her kid and otherwise has nothing in common with him. And what do they talk about on the weekends?
Shotguns?
I mean, presumably when he met Sarah, that's when fate started to change, and because he does shoot himself after that. Like that is the event that sets him on that path. We're just not meant to think that at the time.
Yeah.
All right. So the
time travel.
I just find it all a little like frustratingly unthought out, or thought out in a way where I'm like, well, that's just stupid. Doesn't make sense. You know, like that kind of drives me crazy. Think about it less or think about it a lot more.
Mm-hmm. It's one of those time travel things where it's like the beauty of the thought experiment is like, what is the choice you would make in this situation? Is everything destined? When you heighten the choice of, are bad people destined to be bad people? Can you tell that they're going to be bad people? When you heighten the choice of, would you make the same mistakes twice? You know, that's what makes time travel interesting. And that's kind of what they're getting at in this movie. But I think he made some compromises to try and make that all work vis-a-vis, is this a branch reality situation or not?
You have to decide.
Yeah.
Like, you just simply have to decide some of this stuff. And I think I could be more forgiving of some of it if the emotional part of it really, really hit for me, but I find the emotional part kind of vapid. So I am thinking about the dumb science stuff that I wouldn't be thinking about if I was like really emotionally engaged with the characters.
Yeah, if they pulled it off better, you wouldn't have cared. Yeah,
right.
Needle in a Time Stack. You should watch.
Yeah,
okay,
definitely. So now the big question that we always come to here at Time to Party: does this movie stand the test of time? Is it worth your time? Hannah, it sounds like we kind of know where you're leaning towards.
I mean, I'm not putting it in like the upper pantheon of great time travel movies because I mostly don't think the time travel is that good, nor do I think the movie is that good. But it's not worth your time. I mean, it's fun to talk about. It's fun to watch. It's very like handsome to look at, and it stars a bunch of guys I like looking at. I watched in the movie, I was like, I miss Joseph Gordon-Levitt actually as an actor. Like I miss him, and I know he's like under a lot of stuff in this movie, but I still was like, gee, it's been a long time. And like the pleasant surprise, like, oh, Paul Dano, oh, Jeff Daniels, oh, Emily Blunt, oh, Noah Segan, oh, Garrett Dillahunt, oh, like there's just like a bunch of people where I was like so happy to see them and to see them have like good scenes that even if the whole doesn't totally work for me, if somebody was like, hey, you want to watch Looper? I'm not going to be like, fuck no, fuck Looper. Like I don't feel that way. Guys?
Ansel?
You?
I would absolutely watch this movie again. I think it's definitely worth your time for the first watch. It's an interesting, like you said, it's an interesting conversation. It's an interesting thought experiment. It is, as you said, just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. I am beginning to be of the opinion that a second rewatch might do it disservice. So it might be worth your time once or twice, I think is what we may be learning.
I agree, because to me it almost seems like Jurassic World, like it was really fun during the first watch, and then when you start thinking about it, it starts to fall apart a bit. But here I feel like maybe it's because of my love of time travel movies, but I'm more willing to rewatch Looper than I am Jurassic World. Like it's almost like, what you want in a summer movie, but more thought-provoking. All of this action happening, all of these performances that are solid, exhilarating action. Even those like small inventive moments that play with time travel, even though, they kind of drop time travel like halfway through the movie. And yeah, sure, they might drop the R word once, and it was already on its way out in 2012. But like overall, I think it largely stands the test of time and is worth watching again. Like Ansel said, maybe a couple times, but it's not like the top 10 time travel movies of the 20th century, like among those types of movies or anything. So
I think any time travel movie that has a scene where one character goes, okay, how does the time travel work? And the other character yells at him, it doesn't matter, stop asking questions.
Yeah.
Which is very funny, frankly.
But
not good.
I thought that was the best part. Yeah, honestly. Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right.
I was like, okay, that's what we're doing.
Thanks.
Got it. I'm sorry. I thought I was watching a time travel movie. Got it. Funny.
Jeez, Ryan.
You're watching an elaborate metaphor that required time travel.
Yes. Ansel, that is it.
Which,
exactly.
to be clear, I'm here for.
I could be here for it.
I want you to be more careful than this was, but I am here for it.
Well, there you have it, party people. It's
one of the reasons I love a time loop.
Yes.
Also, by the way, not enough time loop. I'll say that.
Yeah,
Loopers in the movie, only one loop, lazy.
Yeah, loop. Let's keep it looping, baby.
It's Palm Springs, this bitch.
Keep it looping, baby.
When a time travel movie is actually a Groundhog Day movie, I'm living the dream. So I prefer Groundhog Day movies. I like time loop Groundhog Day versus time loop time travel.
I love a time loop.
Happening.
Have you seen Palm Springs?
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Shockingly good.
One of those, my favorite thing about a time loop movie is going, does Groundhog Day, the movie, exist in this world?
Yep.
It's just a question you have to ask with every one of those of like, are the characters, can they say, I'm experiencing Groundhog Day? Or does it exist in a world where Groundhog Day, the movie, doesn't exist, but Groundhog Day happened to a guy, you know? Like, do all time loop movies exist in the same world as Groundhog Day? Or are you like outside of it and you can go, the movie Groundhog Day is happening to me now? Fun. It's fun.
Oh, these are all good. See, you should make a movie.
No, but thank you.
No, Hannah should be a comedy exec, like picking out what sitcoms come up next.
I should be an executive, thank you. I really should be in charge of what people are watching because I have better taste than most of America.
If Hannah was in charge, then Mid-Century Modern wouldn't have gotten canceled.
It would not. Nor Dr. Odyssey.
Yeah,
nor my beloved Perry Mason.
Pretty insane.
Yeah. And if I had $3 million, I'm making more Perry Mason. Okay?
You do love Perry Mason.
It's not enough money to do it, but I think it's enough money to start, to get other people on board.
You could get a couple episodes done.
If I had $300 million, then I'm due. It's done. It's booked, baby.
Well, all right, party people. That is our discussion on Looper. Hope that was enjoyable and informative and entertaining and all the good things. We love keeping the party going here at Time to Party. So, you know, if you want to do that, you can find us on the internet. I'm at Silverio20 on Instagram, X, Letterboxd, all that good stuff. Good question mark stuff.
I'm also online at HS Blechman, B as in boy, Lechman, a hideous Germanic name, on Twitter and Letterboxd and Instagram, and you can find me at those places.
I am at The Indecisionist on all the social medias that I can be bothered to be on. And you can find links to all of them, including all of my other work at indecisionist.com, including my other time travel podcast for the time being.
Damn, dude, double dipping.
An actual play of the game I wrote. That's right. Yeah. I can't stop and I won't stop. Special thanks to April Moralba for our podcast art and to Marlon Longett of Marlon and the Shakes for our amazing theme song. Yeah. This has been an Indecisionist production.
If you want to join the conversation and you're still on some platform that uses hashtags, you can use the hashtag Time2Party. That's time the number 2 party.
As well as Time the number 2 party, all spelled out, thanks to Warwick.
Party people, we still got more Looper for you. So be sure to come back next week with our edutainment section. You might learn something. Or not, which is fine.
Yeah.
Either way, be excellent to each other.
And party on, dudes!
Hannah is such a pro that we're not going to end up with a 4th episode for this month, so I thought I'd give you a little treat of one hell of a flub right here at the end. Enjoy.
We are not doctors. We don't make. We don't. We are not doctors. We don't give medical advice. Please don't. Jesus fuck. It has been a minute, hasn't
it? See, we only need to do it right once.
We only have to do it right once.